Hello YouTubies, here back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over another Power Ranger figure, one I've been wanting for a little while now. You're going to see Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, Pink Ranger. Yes, this is a legacy figure. I heard word that Bandai America is going to be releasing a legacy figure of every Power Ranger ever. They say every Power Ranger ever. I don't know if that includes like one-shot Rangers like Cat Ranger, Nova Ranger, Dream Sequence, Orange Ranger, Flashback Red Ranger. And those are just examples from Power Rangers SPD, honestly. But at the very least, you know, as long as they do every Power Rangers Dino Thunder Ranger, I'm going to be content. Honestly, I just want a new Red Ranger because I already have one Red Ranger, but I don't want to open him. A new Red Ranger. Triassic Ranger would be nice, even though that's just Red Ranger in an alternate form. Black, white for sure, yellow and blue. They're like my favorite Rangers from my favorite Ranger show, so I really want them. But yeah, I think the next ones that are going to come out are Ninja Storm, and the reason I'm telling you all this is because I don't think they're going to be Toys R Us exclusives. I believe they're going to be general releases. This Pink Ranger was found at Walmart. A friend of mine called me up and said, hey, there's a Pink Ranger at Walmart. And I was like, whatever, dude, those are Toys R Us exclusives. And you saw my past two Legacy Ranger reviews for White and Red Ranger, and they both had a Toys R Us exclusive sticker right there. And she does not, because she was at Walmart. They even have the television show Rangers at Walmart. I picked up green here. So, yeah, this is great, you guys. This is actually really great. I'm very happy about this. But yeah, you know, here's Pink Ranger. I'm going to show you the package real quick, just because I really like these packages, and I keep them just in case. So, movie edition, Pink Ranger. I think she's one of the better ones already, and I haven't even opened her. So, you know, original 1995 movie. And there's the movie thing up top, you know, hook to hang them on, bottom of the package. I just really like these packages. They feel unique compared to lots of other things. There's Pink Ranger stats. Pause if you want to read those. Read up. Pause if you want to read that too. Here are the other figures in the line. I haven't seen Ivan Ooze, but I don't really care because I don't really want Ivan Ooze. I have red, pink, and white. I see blue and yellow absolutely everywhere, so I'm not worried about getting them. But honestly, I haven't seen Black Ranger once. I saw him like right when he came out a while back, but now that they've released him, I haven't seen him a single time. So I might have to have a friend keep an eye out for me. And then you get the whole story thing on here. If you want to read that, you know, you can go ahead and pause it. But yeah, you know, that's the packaging. So let's open her up. And here's our Legacy movie Pink Ranger out of package. And she's actually quite good looking. Very cool figure. Very unique sculpt. They had to do totally new sculpts for all the movie figures. Which, you know, was necessary. But doing the movie figures wasn't necessary. That was kind of a surprise. And I'm glad they did it. I'm not really a huge fan of the movie. But I wanted the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in this scale to go with like my Dino Charge Rangers and all that stuff. You know, got to have all the Dino Rangers together. But, you know, I'm glad they did the movie ones because I can feel like I'm buying different Rangers. Because I have the whole team in figure art form, you know. Which is why I'm not getting all the show Rangers. I just got green. Really. But, yeah, you know, I think that she looks really nice. This is my first female figure in the movie mold. I don't have yellow yet. I've seen her on clearance at Toys R Us like 1,000 times. There's literally a pile of her, so I'm not worried about it. And I see her at Walmart and stuff. Same with blue. So yeah, this is Pink Ranger with her movie mold. You got her big coin emblem here. Yeah, Kimberly's just the best. One of my favorite Rangers of all time. I've been watching a lot of the show recently, actually. I'm trying to get every single Power Rangers episode under my belt before I have to move out of my apartment and lose my internet. But there's her Morpher with her power coin. Just a really nice sculpt on this gal. I like the shoulders. Head sculpt looks nice. Very nice. Here's the back of the figure, all painted up and everything. They don't paint up the backs of a lot of figures. She's a bit more expensive than others, but she's fine. I think she's $14.99 at Walmart, which is not a bad price. The first time I saw her at Toys R Us, she was like 20 bucks. And then she was like $16.99. And then I saw some on clearance for $12.99, and that's what I got red and white for. But I like her look. I like her look. Articulation, more than your standard, say, like Dino Charge action hero figure. The head goes up, down a bit. You got plenty of side to side and a good wobble there, so that's already more articulation. Up and down, forward and back. You have an elbow bend, and then you got wrist movement instead of gauntlet movement. So you got a wrist swivel, and then you got a little bit of like wobble on the wrist, but you know, not terribly worth mentioning. Full splits, so forward and back and in and out and all that jazz. And then you got a knee bend, which is real nice. You have a boot swivel here, and then really cool, you have movement on the foot, which the other Dino Charge figures don't have and stuff. I know I'm speaking about Dino Charge a lot, Dino Supercharge, but you know, they're out at the same time this figure's out, so that's why it's relevant to mention. So you got up and down, and you even have an ankle pivot, which is pretty crazy for these figures. So yeah, they do give you more articulation, brand, you know, new sculpt and everything for these movie figures, which is really nice. She is different from many of the other movie figures accessory-wise, though. Now, the main 5 Rangers in the movie line come with a folded-up power blaster that's their own color. And honestly, I think it's a waste of an accessory. I think it's really stupid because, I mean, they can hold it, as you can see, and it comes with this holster that can peg onto the side of them, so you don't have to display them with the holster, which I think is a good touch itself. But, you know, you put it in the holster, and that's really all you can do for it. What's the point of holding a power blaster that's, you know, folded up? There's not much of a point to that. But I mean, I guess it's painted up and stuff fine, but there's really no point. And but that's not what sets her apart from the others, because the others all have this, minus white. What really sets Pink Ranger apart is the fact that she comes with a whip. Yeah, as you saw on the back of the box earlier, the other Rangers in this line don't come with their fancy weapons. Red, black, blue, and yellow just come with the power blaster, but they have interchangeable heads because they had those, you know, that gear visor thing that was on their heads in the movie that's not in the show. Well, the others come with interchangeable heads, but Pink does not have an interchangeable head, so they gave us this weapon, which I prefer. I honestly prefer it. I mean, the heads are more unique, but at the same time, my Rangers need weapons, man. White comes with this weapon, obviously, but he just comes with saw butt and nothing else. The thing is, why not just not give us the power blasters and the holsters, just scrap those entirely, and then give us the interchangeable heads and these weapons? That is a much better idea. I would have already bought yellow and blue by now if I wasn't, you know, kind of discouraged from buying them, because when these were just Toys R Us exclusives and I didn't know that they were going to get a release at Walmart and stuff, I bought the red and white, and I was a little disappointed in red because he didn't have a Tyranno Saber or whatever it's called. And I was like, do I really want to get blue and yellow if they're not going to have their weapons? They're kind of expensive for figures of this scale. But pink wasn't even a hard choice. Wasn't even a hard choice. I just grabbed her right up when I saw her, because she has her whip. She has her whip. And the fact that she's one of my favorite Rangers of all time might have also had something to do with that. But still, she got the whip, boy. But at the now I feel like it's awkward to pose her and display her with the whip because no one else has their weapons. Unless, of course, she's the center Ranger, but that's normally Red Ranger now, isn't it? So, you know, I just don't know what to do here. I probably won't display her with it. I'll probably just leave it in the packaging. Something keep in the packaging so that she can kind of look the same as the other 5 main Rangers, but it's a little disappointing, I have to say. Not Pink Ranger's disappointing, but that aspect of the line is disappointing. Now it's time for some size comparisons. Here she is with my other movie Rangers from this line. White on the left and red on the right. Here she is with some of my favorite villain figures in this scale. Snide on the left and Ice Monster on the right. Here she is with some other Dino-themed Rangers from the Power Rangers Dino's Charge, Dino Supercharge lines. Here on the left we have Gold Ranger, and on the right, Purple Ranger. And lastly, here she is with the Super Mega Force Action Hero Series Quantum Ranger on the left, and the Gold Terra Charge Megazord here on the right. So what are my final thoughts on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie Legacy Pink Ranger from Bandai America? Well, honestly, she's a pretty dope figure. I really like this figure. I feel like she's better than my Red Ranger just because she comes with the weapon. I'd rather have the weapon than the interchangeable head. Honestly, 100% I'd rather have the weapon than the interchangeable head. But yeah, you know, that's fine. Doesn't really matter to me. But I like this Ranger. I love Kimberly, one of my favorite Rangers of all time. Love this Ranger figure. She's going to go great with my kind of like 4 or 5 inch Rangers. She's not going to scale with figure arts or anything like that, obviously. But it appears that she scales well with her own line, which is great. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you all very much. Expect more Power Ranger reviews very soon. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below. And I'll see you all later.